7, and admittedly, I dropped Bruce off a little bit late, but that's because he was cooking his lunch and getting it packed and taking his time putting his shoes on. So last night, I had that big glass of flavored margarita water that I spiked just a little bit, and I'm in the kitchen putting that together, and this smart aleck 13-year-old says to me, "Great, so who's going to be driving me to school in the morning?" Now, he's 13, he does not know how the world works, and he certainly does not know from experience, because I rarely do this. But I had to be very clear with him, because he didn't understand that the shot and a half of tequila in the big glass of water was not enough to get me drunk, much less trashed, and was not going to keep me from getting up in the morning and taking him to school. It's not enough for a hangover. But as his manners kind of dictated in a I will match your energy kind of way, I did get a little bit condescending and went, "Mommy knows her limits." And the kids have never called me mommy except to irritate me, so message received. It's always been mama, and occasionally when they want to irritate me, mom, but it has never been mommy. Never. Because we live in the South. Mommy is something that yuppies teach their kids to say, or at least that's how I grew up with it. But mama is fine. So I did not weigh in, because it's been that kind of morning. So that's 2 days in a row now that I have not weighed in and just tried to behave myself. I went a little bit over yesterday, particularly due to the mochi and the tacos. I was out of low-calorie tortillas. So, breakfast, I need the caffeine, vanilla shake coffee mix. So my neighbors are loading up for the morning. I guess this guy's a landscaper. He's got these 2 mowers. His wife's out here in her PJs helping him get her in the back of the truck. I live in a very colorful neighborhood. You never know what you're gonna see. Sometimes it's crazy stuff. Sometimes you get beer bottles thrown at your house for asking to turn the music down. And sometimes you see really, really wholesome stuff. It's a weird place. Very, very weird place. Alright, time to get back after it and see what I can get done today without overdoing it. And I got an email from Birchbox while I was driving. It just popped up on my wristband. And I know that it pulled from my bank account yesterday. So it's probably, do you want to know what's in your Birchbox? And the answer is no. I don't want to know. And would you surprise me while I continue to look for a Birchbox substitute that doesn't have hair care stuff? Or at least has curly friendly as an option. My legs are so sore and I don't know why. And I rolled my ankle coming off the front porch steps this morning. So it's been a painful drive. Alright, I'm home now. Just get in the driveway. There we go. I'm gonna try to edit most of my video before dinner. I'm gonna try. And we'll find out at the end of this whether or not I succeeded. Okay, it is lunchtime and it's just been kind of a slow morning. Been watching TikToks and listening to my kiddo, encouraging him with his schoolwork. So this is chicken from the freezer, like the fully cooked stuff, oven roasted, cubed, I guess. That's not cheese. That's actually a combination of mustard and honey on a tortilla because my bread didn't get eaten in time and it got fuzzy. So I chucked that because there's mold allergies at my house. And I guess I have to replace it. Well, it's 7:44. I did not get a picture of my dinner. Everything was really, really rushed tonight, and honestly was not that impressive. So it was some steak and potatoes. And it was supposed to be more than that, but we had some cheese for Mexican corn that went bad, ruined the corn, and we had totally skipped the onions as far as I know. So I didn't have time though to try to fix my plate up any better. It was a matter of scarf it and get to the scout meeting, which had been planned ahead for, and then somehow that plan just fell through. So, not fun. I did get both my kids to go. I did promise slushes from Sonic afterward. I bribed my children to get them to do things that I want them to do. And I'm not going to pretend to be the least bit sorry about it. So, I'm hanging out in the park where they have their meeting, but I can't really go Pokemon Go around because my phone is at super low battery because it's uploading a really big, like, 6 gig file because Bruce talked me into a half hour of playing Zelda Breath of the Wild. I hadn't actually gotten into that game before, and he was not expecting the play, watching me, coaching me through this game, to be as scatterbrained as I just happened to be. So that was different for him, and I think he's coming to realize that I don't do linear gameplay very well, and that's I run around all over the place. I panic at bad guys. These things are not good for anybody trying to seriously get through a game. And I have to mess with, like, everything. It's like I get into a game and immediately ADHD. Squirrel. I'm not entirely sure which part of the things that I was saying, had him rolling after he turned off the phone, but I had said something, and he's like chuckling about it. I'm like, you know what? We should be recording this. So I handed him my phone, and he was actually recording me playing the game. And we ended up making it into a video. So we're going to try again with another half hour tomorrow. This time we're going to try to do it right without doing it on the handheld. Because that's not the way gameplay videos or play with me videos are supposed to go. I've seen enough of these gaming videos my kids watch. No, that's not how it goes. I dropped my bottle cap. Okay. So, most inept gaming ever. And I don't know if that's popular. I may just get subscribers straight up for that. I guess I'm on the hook for at least a few of these, and I'm going to have to set up a separate playlist for it. Of course, I have my playlists set up for craft stuff, my daily uploads, that sort of thing. Hoping that if I organize my stuff, if people are interested in just one thing, that they can just subscribe to a playlist. I'm not sure if that's a thing. They can probably follow a playlist. Or they can go to my stuff and just find all of that one thing. Super focused right now. Yeah. I really should have set up my hammock. They're going to have another in-person meeting in 2 weeks. So maybe I'll actually do it then. I still kind of want to, but I just have to take it down again in about half an hour. Don't really want to do that. Anyway, that video is almost uploaded. I don't know what I'm going to do with the rest of my evening once the meeting is over. Aside from stop at Sonic for slushes. I wonder if they can do a diet slush. Yeah, I don't even care. I guess I should log what I had for dinner and the banana that I had for a snack. Okay, time is 1:30 exactly. And that thought about I'm gonna do most of my editing before dinner, that was a nice thought. Didn't happen at all. What else? It's been a really weird, busy, hectic day with a lot of slow time where I didn't get very much done. I did manage to get dragged into going to the grocery store again. I did get my bread replaced, along with some bananas for somebody who's been waking up with leg cramps and is now refusing to eat said bananas despite just this morning waking up with leg cramps. And me telling him, kiddo, I can't help you. You have to eat something with potassium in it. Funny how later in the day that becomes, nah, it's late. I shouldn't be awake this late. I am, because there's a lot of things where I'm not putting my foot down firm enough. Even now, somebody can't sleep after bragging that he was going to, try to lucid dream a horror movie or something bonkers like that on a school night. So this has been, that's been great. That has been great. It's technically Star Wars Day, right? Yeah, well, not anymore. Not now that it's after 1:30 in the morning. Now it's Revenge of the Fifth. I gotta finish this up. I gotta get some sleep. I can't keep doing this, so I am going to have to start kicking my own butt and getting after it to actually sleep at the right time. I think I'm going to set that as my goal for the rest of the week. Be done by midnight. It's not ideal. It should be closer to like 11, 10:45. But we'll set the bar low. Midnight. I'll be done with my day by midnight. So I'm not going to make this take any longer. Thanks for sharing my day with me.